Well, hello. There you all are. My clothes don't fit me anymore. John Esper, how are you, John? How are you from Columbus, Ohio? We're getting rain, John. It's been raining for hours here, and I guess we're going to get rain tomorrow, I believe. Let me check that right now, as a matter of fact. Hi, Ashley. Ashley Ratliff, how are you? Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow, 88% chance of rain. Not going to be as warm. Today was nice, 73 degrees. Yesterday was in the 70s as well. Tonight, overnight lows will be in the 50s. Tomorrow, the high is only 53 and lows 31 degrees. So and you can probably hear it hitting the metal roof right now. Kind of need the rain because there was a high wind advisory as well as no fire. You can't burn any fires right now, which is good. I don't need my cabin to burn down. I really don't. Oh, let's see. What am I missing? I got Ashley. I got Brian Morrow. Hey, it has been a long time, Brian. Long time. John Esper. It's a rainy, chilly night up here to 39. It's chilly up by Ohio. You guys are always kind of cold up there. Life with Mountain Folk. Hello. Good to see you. Rainy here too. Yes. Fred and Connie are out there. Bobby Ford. Hi, Bobby. How are you? Ann Hayton. Hey, guys. How you doing? I'm doing good. Miss Marie's taking a nap. We just got home 10 minutes ago. We've been out all day long doing stuff. And so she said, I want to take a nap. It's her day off. She only has one day off this week. Virginia Alexander, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. I do appreciate that. Life of Mountain Folks saying hello to Virginia. Gary with 2 R's. Good evening, everyone. And how are you, Gary with 2 R's? Always good to see you. Oops. Where did all my texts go? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't know why that did. I must have hit something. Well, now I don't have the screen. What the heck is going? This is Microsoft. I don't want Microsoft. Why is Microsoft here? There we go. I must have hit something. I'm moving my hand, this hand here with the mouse. John Esper, hit the thumbs up. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Fred and Connie, of course. Ronald Lane, good evening. It's raining here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, 58 degrees. Yeah, it's going to start cooling down. Next few hours, it's going to drop in temperature. Gary, 2 hours. I'm better than I deserve. Yeah, probably. You're right. You're right. My clothes don't fit me anymore. Look at this. My mother would say chocolatouche. That's Italian for you look like a cabbage. Jimmy Spencer, what's up, Jeff Buddy? Not much, Jimmy. What's up with you? I got my Weigel Weigels coffee. Mm-hmm. Virginia is saying hello to Gary with 2 R's. It's been a crazy weekend here. Actually, been a crazy week and a half. Harvey 5. Leslie, how are you? Good evening, my friend. Yes, good evening to you. Say hello to Mr. Larry for me, wherever he may be. The Mustangs are still in town. I don't know why. The Mustang meet was last weekend, but they're all still here. Life from Out folks saying hello to Leslie. Virginia saying, hey, Jimmy. The Harvey 5. Hey, Fred. Jimmy Spencer. Hello, Leslie. Harvey 5. Hi, Jimmy. Still lots and lots of Mustangs all over the place. But it's going to get crazier because we have not only the Mustangs in town, but I've seen the little rice burners in town. I don't know if Slammed Enough is coming up soon. Maybe somebody could check into that. Leslie, check into that. When is Slammed Enough coming in? And then the Great Jubilee goes on, I believe, next weekend. That's where all the churches get together and they completely take over this area with lots of singing and dancing. Zeke Smith, good evening, Jeff. Well, good evening to you. And Virginia saying hello to the Harvey 5. So we'll see what happens. Robin's Happy Place. Hello, hi, Robin. Good to see you. Good to see you all. We went out to dinner. We went shopping. Then We had to stop, pick up a few things, other stores, had to pick up some prescriptions, and just kind of drove around all day today. I'm tired too. Tired. Jimmy Spence, hello. Gary with 2 R's. Deputy Disney, you're new to me. Staying at the Sure Stay behind CC's Pizza. Wasn't too busy tonight and was nice with all the wind. Yes. I think the rain, Deputy, chased a lot of them away. And I don't know if they chased away, just went back to their hotel rooms. Harvey 5, Slammed Enough is September and October, so we got a ways to go. When is the car show? Isn't it like the 17th and 18th? The Rod Run? I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Robin's Happy Place. Hello, Jimmy. Harvey 5. Hi, Virginia. Gary with 2 R's. Hey, Jimmy. That's all coming up. And then we've got the quartets will be coming in. Probably not for another month, but it'll be busy from this point on. This area will be inundated with tourists and people doing all sorts of cool things. I was out yesterday in Gatlinburg, and when I got home last night, I wasn't feeling well. I went to my doctor yesterday and have an ear infection. I don't know where I picked it up, but I'm prone to infections with my MS. My immune system is always compromised, so I had to get all special antibiotics. I'm taking those. I feel a little bit better. I definitely do. Spring Rod Run is April 18th through the 20th, so it's coming up very shortly. Yeah, so that means if I'm correct, Leslie, if it's the 18th and 19th, they'll be here probably from around the 9th or the 10th on, like they usually do. They come a week to 10 days earlier than the actual show because they like to set up shop. But there's supposed to be some new rules. I do look baggy in these things, don't I? I mean, they don't even fit my shoulders anymore. Leslie said, tell Larry I said hi. I will. Jimmy Spencer, thank goodness car shows getting close. Yeah, it's going to be fun, but there's some discrepancies on what is going to be allowed, Jimmy, and what's not going to be allowed. Harvey 5, I say you're exactly. Thank you. Are you guys coming down for the car show, Leslie? You bringing the crew? Gary with 2 R's, hoping the 1st of May will be slack time. Probably be coming up Pigeon Forge then. I can never say, Gary. It's really hard to predict these crowds because they've been coming in all year long, and it doesn't let up until after the holidays. Rick Surgeon, how are you? From Ohio. Virginia Alexander. Jeff, where do you have dinner? The closest dumpster I could find. Any good restaurant dumpster. And you go to the corners of the dumpster. That's where all the good stuff is fermented. So you can get a steak and a lobster and vegetables. You got to scoop it up, of course, and then chow it down. But it not bad. Every once in a while you chew on a stone or something. Harvey 5 will come. Oh God, the Harvey 5 will coming up. First part of May 5 through 13. Good. Make sure you let me know, and we'll go to the coaster. All right, put you on the coaster, and make sure you check out our new store, Pigeon Forge Traders, right across the street from Cookout, from McDonald's, and Cracker Barrel in Pigeon Forge. If you know where those are, and there's only the ones that there's only one Cookout. It's right across the street. Jimmy Spencer, I'll be down at the show. I know you will. I can always count on you being there. Northeast Ken, hey, Mr. Jeff, you're looking healthy. I'm feeling much healthier. Nothing fits anymore. Look at this. I mean, I used to fill this out, and you can remember that. I used to fill these shirts out, and now they're hanging off of me. I look like I belong in a dumpster. Larry Sky, how are you? Good to see you. What did I miss up there? About dumpster. Garrett, restaurant went to call those dumpster. They must have some good stuff there, I'm sure. Life with Mountain Folk. What delicious dish you cooked. I didn't cook anything tonight. Miss Marie didn't feel like cooking tonight. It was her night off, and we didn't get home till it was about 11:30 last night. and she was tired. And so we watched a little bit of TV, and then she said, I'm going to bed. And I said, all right, I'll go to bed too. Deputy, how are you? Is the cinnamon bread from the donut fryer as good as they say? It is good, I have to admit, but you got to get there early. If you get there too late, they run out, and they only cook so much. So I do suggest you try it. It is good. It is made right there. It's not store bought and then heated up in the microwave. Do check it out. Virginia, we only had hot dogs. There's nothing wrong with hot dogs. I got to be careful what I eat. I found out, this is from my doctor, and I put two and two together, and then I asked him, I don't know how many of you take lisinopril for blood pressure. It's popular. It's been around for 30, 40 years or so. I found out that lisinopril increases your uric acid exponentially, and I have that problem. And I go, doc, that's funny you say that, because they increased my dosage, and I noticed my knees were hurting, my ankles were hurting, and my hands were hurting. The joints were really, they almost cracked when I would squeeze them. And he goes, oh yeah, absolutely. So he put me on another Rospatin or something like that. It has no real side effects. It's completely different now. So we'll see what happens. Barbara Goff, hello, dear. How are you? Rick says, April 21st, be down first since my wife passed. I'm sorry to hear that, but let's take a deep breath and you move on as best as you can. It's the saddest thing about having somebody you love and somebody who you spend a lot of time with. You grow together, and then all of a sudden somebody's gone, and it's inevitable. I mean, if you face, I got to get comfortable. If you face reality, which I'm a realist, somebody's going to go first. Or if you're in a car accident, you might go together. Who knows? But you have to face that. So what I'm trying to say to you is, while you two are together, enjoy each other as best as you can. Every moment has to count. Every moment, every second of every day. Don't take that for granted, because one day they may not be there. Well, one day one of you is not going to be there. Life at Mountain Fall. Hello, Barbara Goff. George Ray Grubbs. Hello. Grubbs. I used to know, George, Grubbs from up in the Lebanon Valley area. Are you related to any of them in the Lebanon, Stephentown, Hancock, Massachusetts area? It was a very popular name up there. Just wondering. I take 40 milligrams, Leslie, you do, per day, and have for years. Do you have any of those side effects, Leslie? Because they do have an alternative now, which is just as good as lisinopril. And later on, I'll go down and get the bottle so I can show it to you. George Ray Grove. No, sir. Down in Winston-Salem. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, going back a long years, I bought a 1939 two-door Chevrolet Master Deluxe police car. It was an actual 39 Master Deluxe police car from the police department. And I bought that years ago. Years and years. Probably in the late 70s, 76, 77, somewhere in that area. It was fun to drive. Got it cheap. I think I picked up for $1,000. Now you go to the car show, they want $24,000 for a rusted out piece of crap. I used to turn those cars down for $100. I wouldn't even consider taking them. Now it's like, this is a gold mine. When this thing's done, you're going to make millions. No, you're not. I love the car shows, but they're overpriced. And I think they know that. But I was talking about George Grubbs. We owned Grubbs Ford way back then. They're up in the Stephentown area in Hancock. They have Grubbs Construction. Same spelling and everything. Grubbs. See if you're distant kin. Grubbs Construction. They were likened to the, what are the guys here? Oh, God, the rock people. Not Matlock. I can't think. Shoot. I'll think of it. I do that. Brain fart. Life at Mountain Folk. How does Miss Marie love? She loves her Subaru. I took my car out yesterday. I backed her car up took it down to an area that I could take it off the driveway, and I took my car out. I went down and gassed it up, filled the tank up, took it for the car wash, washed the engine off, checked the oil, did everything like that, and took it for an hour drive. And when you see this next video from Gatlinburg, I shot it from the Legacy, not from the Outback. And it was a different ride altogether. I forgot how it rode. It's more of a sports car. It sits a lot lower than the Outback, and it's just different. And so I had fun. I had all the cameras mounted up, and I'm zooming through, and then I go into Gatlinburg, and I do my thing. I'll probably get that up sometime later tonight, depending how sleepy I get. But she loves her Subaru. We went out driving. What is today? Today is Friday. I think we went out Monday. Went out Monday for a couple of hours driving. She loves it. Took her on the foothills. It's a challenge. Foothills is a real challenge. If you're going to beef up your driving skills, you're going to go to the foothills. Larry Scott, yes, super great. This is my third one. I traded in my Legacy for a Crosstrek. I thought about that, and I drove the Crosstrek. It just felt smaller to me. So I said, no, I don't want a sports car. I love luxury. I'm at that point in my life where I like luxury. I like a sports car. Legacy wasn't the Legacy Sporty. It had its features, but I've been looking for the Legacy Sport with Larry, tell me if you find one because I can't even find one. The Legacy Sport Premium with the camel interior. I don't know if you've ever seen with the camel interior. It was a special edition car. It has all the bells and whistles and stuff. And you can pick them up pretty cheap. You pick them up a couple of years old, 3 years old with low miles on it, and you don't get that depreciation. I never buy new cars. Never. I've learned the hard way. Now, when I was younger, it was nothing for me to go in a dealership and I want that one right there before I was married. I want that one right there. And I did that with my 280Z, my 300ZX, my Jeep, my Land Rover. I just went in, I want that one over there, and you got 60 minutes. And come in, either I'd stroke a check or I threw the cash on the counter. But now I don't do that anymore. I like to buy them used, a couple of years old, so that the depreciation is in my favor, not their favor, and I'm happy. But did you have your Legacy? Does have all the cool bells and whistles? Because they got some really nice creature features in there. Northeast Ken, back in the 70s, I bought a 62 Ford Cybert ambulance during the gas shortage, transported fellow workers to union meetings. That's pretty cool. Driving, I never drove an ambulance. I bet that's fun. I bet that is fun. I drove back when the band was first getting started. I picked up a used UPS truck with the sliding door on the side. There's only one door, and it's the sliding door, which you'd consider like the passenger, and the back had like a garage door, and that's where I put my equipment in there. And I would take it to each gig with all my equipment jammed in that thing. It was fun, and I painted it kind of the brown of the UPS, but then I put the logo Captive on the side of it. Subaru dealer in Knoxville. Yeah, I've been there. They didn't have anything that I was looking for. The one with the camel interior. It's a special order car, and they're around, and I would pick it up used for sure. Northeast Kent, $100. No, not anymore, huh? Spaceman Dudley, howdy y'all, nice shirt. Yeah, this is the Smoky Mountain. I got them all from the coaster. If you're wondering where, and these, by the way, these are embroidered. Where are you? There. These are embroidered. We have them available at all the stores. These are embroidered. It's not a plastic stick. It's actually embroidered and triple stitched. These things are triple stitched. Really warm, very heavy, and keeps me warm. It does. Keeps me warm. Larry Scott, yes, mine had all the bells and whistles. I love it. Had aftermarket window tint. Yep, mine too. Rims. Yep, mine too. Tires. Got a ticket for the tint too dark. Mine is or I should say, Miss Marie's has darker behind the passenger door, and then all the way back through the Outback, and then it's 35% on the driver passenger window, because can't be any more than that. But it's amazing how many people you see with really dark windows. I mean, way too dark, like 50%, which I don't know how they see out, because you can't see in. And if there's no light getting in, you can't see out. So I don't know what the thing is. I mean, it looks cool. Dana Gardner, how are you? Thank you. Life of Mountain Folk. Trying to stay. Oh, wait a minute. Trying to stay dry, Spaceman. Spaceman Dudley. Rain is cool here in Bristol. I came home and grabbed my blanket. Yeah, it's cooling down. I was just outside. I went to see if the raccoons are out, and they're not. They're not. Hmm. Good coffee. I was mad at Weagle and Weigels before. It was the third day that I go in there. I don't know if you've been into Weagle Weigels. They have all new machines, coffee machines in there. They make all different types of coffee, and they're all automatic. You just kind of point to what you want, push the button, tell how big it is and what you want it. Miss Marie's favorite one and my favorite one has been broken for 3 days. And the guy was there the other day, so he's going to try to fix it. It's still broken down. I asked him how much they cost, and he said somewhere around 20 grand each. Imagine that. John Esper. Has Rosie and her cubs come out? No, not yet. No, I haven't seen not one bear, not yet. And usually when it's warm, I'll see a half a dozen. They start to roam around. They start foraging for anything. And not one bear, not a deer, plenty of raccoons, but no deer. Oh, I got mad at those raccoons the other night. Man, they were raising hell here. I'm going to sit back if that's okay, because the light really sucks where I was just sitting. What did I miss? Oh, okay, I digressed. The car show. They're talking about making it rough for people selling their cars on the sides of the roads. When you see them, it says for sale. Allegedly, they're supposed to have either a dealer tag on it or no for sale signs. No for sale signs. So I'm wondering, if I was and I had a car and I was going to sell it, I wouldn't put anything on it unless I put it on the front seat. No, not in the window. Just put it in the front seat. That's not displaying. It's just sitting on the front seat. And if somebody comes by to look at it, go, oh, I see it's for sale or for trade. I think that's how you would beat that. I'm not a lawyer and I don't play one on TV, but I would try it. Larry Scott. Seen any cool Mustang? Lots and lots of Mustangs. Larry, lots and lots. Tonight, dozens and dozens I saw. Yesterday, hundreds. They were in Gatlinburg. They were in Pigeon Forge. I was in Sevierville, all three, and there are just tons of Mustangs here. Every shape, every style, every year that I could think of, I saw. Bobby Ford, we're coming from Florida, April 19th through the 23rd. Where in Florida, Bobby? So, needless to say, I had to make my own coffee at Weagle Weigels, because the machines that were working, they got two side by side, and one of them is like your standard coffee, decaf, and another, then another flavor, and then the next machine has dark roast, deep dark roast, and get me an ambulance, and then they have small, medium, large, extra large. So I got the large, and then I mix my own stuff to make my own kind of coffee. Tim, oh my goodness, I haven't seen your name in a long. Hi, Jeff. We're there starting Tuesday. Make sure you stop up at the coaster. Now, if you're going to be looking for Miss Marie, you're going to find her probably at the new store. Dry Creek Beard Care. Oh, goodness gracious. Could I have fun with that one now? That was shortly. You can catch Miss Marie at the new store, Pigeon Forge Traders, which is, like I said, right across the street from McDonald's in Pigeon Forge. There's only one McDonald's in Pigeon Forge, right across the street from Cookout and McDonald's. You'll see Pigeon Forge Traders. Please stop in and say hello. And then what I could do is I could always meet you at the coaster and throw you on that thing. Dry Creek Beard Care. Yes, sirree. Now, their new line of beneficial ointments are coming out. And I think I told you about this. They're bent carrot ointment straightener. That's right. If your carrot is bent, Dry Creek Beard Care has got an ointment to make you straight as an arrow. Mm-hmm. If your fishing pole is bent, they're going to straighten your pole right out. And there's rumor that they're going to have a ladies' oil care. That's right. Ladies, if the drapes match the carpet, you need Dry Creek Beard Care ointment for ladies. Just contact drycreekbeardcare.com and let them know what you need. Jimmy Spencer, hello, Dry Creek. Sorry, Denise. Oh, Rob. Oh, goodness gracious. Rob, by the way, I got a bunch of stuff. Remember we were hooking up that silly thing that's still sitting here on the floor for the live shows? I got two 10-foot extension cords, speakers, and a multi-USB input for this computer. So I got everything. Next time you come up, please hook it up for me. I'm too lazy. Oh, goodness gracious. Jimmy is saying, Jimmy Spencer, Spaceman, you do it okay. Yeah, Spaceman, you all right? You feeling all right? Everything good? You still staying healthy? Dry Creek, sure will. Okay. So when's that new ointment coming out? Jimmy just back from Logan's and ready for a nap, I bet. See, if it wasn't, are you guys here? Denise and Rob, are you in Tennessee? Are you back up in Indiana? And is Funtime Freddy still down here, or did he go back to Georgia? Yeah, everybody say hello to Rob and Denise. If they were here and it was nice weather, I was going to have a bidet warming party. Yep. Yes, anything Dry Creek that they make is amazing. So, Leslie, you're going to get the new ladies' care ointment? Indiana for now. Okay. Okay, y'all. I need some more. So you're telling me the drapes match the carpet? Oh, God. Virginia Alexander, hi, Larry. I'll try anything. Yeah, I sometimes twice, you know. Yeah, I got both my bidets hooked up. Both of them are hooked up. The guest bathroom, and then downstairs the master bathroom. And I got two different models. The Lux. Anybody see them on TikTok? Now, I didn't buy them from TikTok. I saw them on TikTok, and then I went to YouTube, and I got them $20 cheaper than they were selling them on TikTok. Please invite me to that bidet. Okay. Yes, you're welcome to come on by. Oh, God. The upstairs one, the guest bathroom, has a regular, I think they call it the 185 Lux. It's got a control on it for water pressure to the right, down on your side. And then it's got, get this right. Yeah. It's got two positions on it, rear and feminine, which I think is nice that they did that. It just angles itself a little bit differently, and self clean. So you can even, it cleans the whole inside really good. And downstairs, it's hot and cold. It's the 320, the Lux 320. And on that, you can adjust the temperature, you can adjust the pressure, and you can adjust where it goes and what it does. So we'll have a big bidet warming party. You just line up at the bathroom. You go in one side and go through the guest bedroom and out to the living room. But it works great. I love it. It's refreshing. It's different. Very, very different. Cleans the, cleans the whole inside. Yes, it does. I had never used one before. You know, Americans don't usually. Are those musical? They should be. They they should play Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire with that burning ring of fire. They have a lot of models. I think there's 5 models to choose from. What, Josh and Stacy? Well, we were just talking about you. Just talking about you coming to the bidet warming party. Yes. Yes. Everybody's got to try it. They got to give their opinion. We'll do this live. We're going to do it live, and then you're going to give your opinion. Okay. So you want to come over? We're going to do a live bidet warming party. Oh, good. Say hello to Joshy and Stacy. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. That ring of fire. Do you know that? Who was that? Who does the hemorrhoid medicine? Whoever does that, they asked Johnny Cash's daughter, I guess it was a granddaughter, could they use that song for the burning ring of fire? I thought it was excellent, but she turned it down. This is years ago. I think that was clever. Oh, God. Josh and Stacy saying hello to everybody. So, yeah, I do. I like them. Who's Josh? Fun Time Freddy. So let's see what other crazy stuff is going on. Gatlinburg was packed yesterday. That's of all things to forget. Spring break. That's right. Officially started, I guess, last week, and it's now moving right on through. It'll be the next 4 weeks, 4 weekends of kids coming in with their parents. So it's going to be crowded here for a while. For a while. So be mindful if you're coming down, you're going to have to deal with that traffic and just deal with it. Just take my back roads or take your time, one or the other. But it's going to be here. Spaceman does it. Hi, Joshy. Laughing line. How's your pretty daughters of yours? How's Arrow? How's Lake? How's Stacy? How's the dogs? The big dog. The big monster dog. I'm sure it's getting bigger. He's got a Great Dane now. She's great. The dog, too. It's still raining. And it's supposed to rain right through the night and right through to tomorrow. So any plans that I had, Miss Moody's got to work tomorrow, but any plans that I had are definitely rained on, and that's no pun intended. I can't do anything outside. I was going to cut trees down tomorrow. That's it. Tucker turned into a Clydesdale. Yes, you might as well put shoes on that thing. Horseshoes. Tucker. Spaceman Dudley, Teller Spaceman says hello, Larry Harvey. Hi, Larry. How are you? Hey, Joshy, my love. You too. Joshy's absolutely Spaceman. Larry, you going to come and try the bidet at the bidet warming party? The bidet house warming party? Or bidet house sitting party? You got to try it, but it's going to be live. It's just the way it's got to be. Larry, my soulmate. It's a nice way to put it. It's the first time I've heard it called that. Dry Creek Beard Care. Just about Josh. Yeah, it's always it. Brian, take care, Jeff. Getting ready to hit the road again. Hauling that mail to those crazy post office. Oh, don't you have a headache of a job? Finally got the back mat that I ordered for Miss Marie's Outback, a rubber mat. The first one they sent was a piece of crap, and the part I didn't like was the picture was a lie. The picture they showed was obviously out of a book or someone else's picture of a real nice rubber mat and a mat that goes on the back of the seat. They come as two pieces. This thing that showed up was like a styrofoam cup, real crappily made garbage. So I sent it back, and the guy didn't want to give me my money back. And I said, "Look, I got 7 days to send this crap back." He fought me, so I got a hold of what do you call that there? eBay. And I told them my grievance. Look, I bought it, sent it back. I want my money back, and they finally sent it back to me. Spaceman Dudley, Jeff, what's your opinion on a couple that's having problems over their house and a road going through. Oh, I know all about that. Well, I don't know all about that. Mayor Ware. Now, Ware is Ware's Valley, Ware. That's the old money in this town. Just like a lot like the guys I work for, old money. You know what I'm talking about. All, you know what I'm talking about. Well, by the way, the name I was thinking of was Blaylock. They do all the stones. Blaylock, McCarter, Ogle, and Ware. These were all the money names because they're granddaddies, great granddaddies, and whatever. They are the ones that first settled here. They're the ones that bought up all the property and then now sold it. Now the kids and grandkids are gazillionaires and stuff. And Maples. Let's not forget Maples. Thank you, Judge. I knew you would chime in. I forget all the names, but there's a lot of names here that are the powers that be. So allegedly, there was a road that was going to go through, and where it was going through was supposed to go through a piece of ground that's a campground, and then continue forth out to where it was supposed to go. Well, somewhere along the line, somebody changed the direction from straight to make a hard right through someone else's land, and they claimed eminent domain. They took their property away, took their house away, and they didn't alert these people. And these people who bought the place were not made aware. I don't want to miss anything. If you forgot one of them, Josh and Stacy, if you forgot one, they'll put it on for you. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Ogles, the Ogles, yes. That's who works for. Rick Cunningham. Hello from snowy Northeast Ohio. Have a trip booked in May, the end of August, 30th anniversary. It's a good time to come. A little warm up here, but it's a good time to come. Larry Harvey, the Harveys. The people that have this property, now I understand their side of the story. They bought a piece of property, and I'm not sure if they inherited the house or they had to buy the inheritance out. If somebody can correct me on that. And in the process of that, the realtor did not tell them that a road was scheduled to go through their property and that it was not a good buy. You could sell it at the eminent domain price, which is pennies on the dollar. You couldn't get market value for it. They went ahead. Now, they didn't know about this until later. Okay. So they got this piece of property, they renovated it, put a lot of money into it to turn it into a rental. Then they were alerted that they couldn't get anything, the proper paperwork, because the county said, no, we're taking that property and we're putting a road through your property. We're going to destroy the house and chew up the ground, and we're going to put a road through here. Well, it appears that, the first set of plans was to go through this campground. But the person or persons who allegedly, remember I'm using these words so I don't get held in court for this stuff, allegedly own it, didn't want that road going through that piece of property. So somehow they allegedly arranged to have the road make a quick right and then a left. And the lady and her husband are saying, well, the way it was originally was a straight line, and the quickest point to a destination is a straight line. But this thing made an abrupt L shape. So it's being fought in court, but I can tell you they're not going to win. All right. Money wins. They don't have a lot of money, and these people do have a lot of money, the powers that be, and they're going to fight it. They're going to drain their accounts, and the people will give it up, and they'll get nothing. The moral of the story is, when you buy a piece of property, I digress. I think they might have a legal issue with the title company, because the title company should give you clearance free from encumbrances and liens. And whenever I bought properties, I always made sure that the title company investigated. Are there any liens on this property? Are there any encumbrances? Is there any money owed? That's your job. That's what I'm paying you all this money for. You find it for me. So I think they might have a case there, but nobody has said who owns the title company. And I think if somebody investigates, they'll find that it's another power that be named. Josh, that's why. Yes, right there. Yeah. I work for Ross. Good guy. Good guy. Josh and Stacy, how could we forget the heart? We don't forget them, never. Leslie runs there, absolutely, with an iron fist. She does. Larry goes, Drew. Harvey Five, hi Joshy. Don't tell my secrets. Too late. There's a book out on it, paperback book. Get a hold of Fun Times Freddy's Facts. From what I hear, one of the owners of the campground. I was about to tell you that. Yes, you're correct. One of them is. I don't know the others, but from what I hear, they're attorneys and other powerful people in town. Oh, of course it does. I lived in small towns and other places, and this was common. Common. It happened in Brooksville. Almost the same identical situation. Brooksville was just a spit on the map. This is in Florida. Spit on the map. They slated Route 50, which is a major state road. And at first, it wasn't going near Brooksville. It was going in the outskirts of Brooksville. And the mayor and the Kimbrough, the people, names you don't know, these are all the powers that be, somehow managed to get that state road to make a hard left right through Brooksville, right through the center of Brooksville, and then back out to go to Spring Lake. And it raised all sorts of questions. But you're talking about people that have multi-millions of dollars to piss away. And nothing ever happened. Nothing. Dry Creek says, I'm sure they did one way. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here's the link to their YouTube. There it is. Thank you, Larry. Check out that link, and you can get the whole story. I have mixed feelings about that. When you're an investor and you buy property, you better do your homework. Don't believe realtors, okay? Realtors, and if there are any out there, no disrespect, but a lot like used car salesmen and vacuum cleaner salesmen. They want to make the sale. They'll tell you anything that you need to hear and things maybe you don't want to hear, but they're going to tell you the right thing for them to say. So what you got to do is your due diligence. You got to do your homework. You've got to make sure you dot the I's, cross the T's, and investigate. When I bought my property in the Pasco County, I asked, because I had 20 acres there up against 648 acres of another guy's property. And I went there, and the realtor wasn't giving me the straight skin. He just gave me a lot of crap. And I went there and I said, I want the 100-year, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You just go to the deed office. And I said, I want the 100-year plane map, and I want a copy of it. And I want it in real time. I don't want a little tiny piece of paper I can't read. So they have to do it to you. And I made sure that I got all that, and I read where there was no water, no flooding, no nonsense. And you got to do that. Realtors are basically car salesmen. They're the liaison between you and the seller, or you and the buyer. And the only way to assure you get the proper realtor is you get one that is a fiduciary realtor, one that is in your favor, one that has to legally tell you everything. For instance, do you ever ask, and I did this, did you ever ask when you buy a house, anybody die in this house? They have to tell you. But if you don't ask, they don't have to tell. You want to know, did somebody die? Anybody murdered in this house? Is this house haunted? Is there a graveyard on this property? Because a lot of times they knock down the gravestones, throw a little topsoil on it, and they go, don't look like a graveyard to me. You got to ask these questions. But if you ask by law, they have to tell you. And you don't just ask them, you ask them to tell you in writing. So now you have black and white evidence. If they lie to you, you can sue them, and you can either get all your money back or you can get damages. True, because of commission. I know, yeah, so do I. Commissions are changing. I don't know the exact law on. People are going, oh, they're not going to be paid anymore. No, it isn't that at all. That's not what it is. Is there sex danger in the base? Well, there could be. There could be. There could be chains in the dungeon. Do I have to disclose that in my dungeon? They didn't. my dungeon. They didn't disclose when I bought this place that there was a cave under the floor. I found it. I go, there's a cave under here. And right away I had delusions of grandeur. I figured there's got to be a chest of gold under there. Has to be. Maybe a couple of bodies, but don't worry. I'm looking for the chest of gold. Follow the arrows. How are you? From Rainy, Ohio. I sealed that up, though, a long time ago. It was too damp. There was nothing back there, by the way. I went back there. It was just rocks that kind of went from wide to, made it a hook. And I just sealed it up, blocked it all off, and it's much better now. Bodies keep trying to get out, but there was a lot of screaming for a few days, and then it got quieter and quieter. Loretta Laws, how are you? Hello, Jeff. Hope you and Miss Marie are doing. Yes, doing very well. Miss Marie's taking a nap. She's very tired. And just taking it easy. It's raining, currently raining, still pretty steady. Pretty steady. And it's going to do this all night long. No flooding that I'm aware of. I looked at it. It was really no accumulation of rain, just rain. And we need it. Excuse me. Coffee's burping. Excuse me for that, but I had to. Better than farting. Terry Cockerham, how are you? Finally caught you live. That's right. You had sent me a couple messages. Sorry, I missed you. Well, now you're here. It's hello, Terry. Terrell. Everybody say hello, Terrell Cockerham. Harvey 5. Rainy naps are the best. Yeah, they are, because you go into a deep sleep. Well, when we go to bed, I do my white noise machine. I have a white noise machine. And I even put, you know what helped a lot, by the way? A humidifier. I got a humidifier, and I put it in there, and that really makes me sleep good. Keeps the air nice and moist. You don't wake up dry. You know, so you wake up and go, wake up, no problem. Terrell's doing good. I'm glad to hear that, Terrell. Dry Creek Beard Care. Yes, Leslie. What else is happening that I should know? They're building a lot of stuff in Pigeon Forge in Sevierville. Holy mackerel. The Country Opry, or whatever the hell that one's called, next to the Hard Rock, that's been sold. And there's supposed to be something going, another thing, you know, like Wonderworks or Beyond the Lens. Tommy D811. Hi, Jeff. I can see the goat coaster lights from our cat. That's very cool. Just had dinner at the Apple Barn. I thought they were closed. The Apple Barn closed. Who was that guy that used to come on? Remember the live shows? He's done everybody's. Is the Apple Barn closed? I don't know. I do not know. So, Crayola Museum. Oh, thank you. How do you know all these things? You don't even live here, Leslie. Crayola Museum. Is it going to be a ride, or just a lot of crayons? I don't know. Going to be a Crayola Museum. I'm trying to think hard on how that could be an attraction, but I'm finding difficulty in that. Terrell says we will be there the week before Memorial Day. That's a good time to come. Barb Stewart, hello from Idaho. Oh, I've never had people from Idaho. Hope everything is well, Miss Marie and you. Yes, thank you much, Barb. I appreciate that. Everything is very well. No complaints. Everything is good. Except I did just wash the car, and now it's raining. Jeff, I run everything like Josh. He said, yes, I'm starting to believe that. Larry said, told y'all. Tommy D811. Jeff, before dinner, we went to micro wrestling. Had a blast. Yes. Funny you say that, because last night when I picked up Miss Marie, there were 4 of them in a golf cart in front of us. A bunch of little tiny people in the golf cart, and they're all waving and stuff. They're very nice people. I run into them quite often at the Dollar General store, and I always tell them, you guys do a good show and stuff, and they always seem nice. Spaceman says, going to be a Nerf attraction next door. A Nerf attraction. I mean, are they running out of ideas? A Crayola. I'm trying to. What are you going to ride in a Crayola car around a track, or there are going to be characters dressed up as red, blue, green, and yellow? Don't forget, you got to have the rainbow colors in there too. You don't want to offend anybody. The LSMFT crowd, God forbid. Kevin Music, how are you? Heard it was also Nerf World, like Nerf guns. Now that could be fun for the kids. There's guys Crayola and Nerf attraction. It might work, but Crayola is kind of dated. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, Crayola was big back in my day and maybe some of your days as you grew up. But now, how many kids you know play with crayons? When was the last time you saw crayons for sale anywhere? I don't know. Terrell has been watching videos on the new attraction from the owners of Anarchista. Anarchistas, they're building that up, and you also got Ober building. They're battling. It's a battle of the attractions up there, but that should be great for us, you know. Josh and Stacy, Arrow loves crayons. Well, that says it all. Let the building begin. Harvey 5 is supposed to be a Crayola experience with immersed attractions. I'm not sure what that means either. Now, Leslie, does that include maybe melting hot Crayolas on certain parts of your body? Now, that could be interesting. Get Larry. We'll try it on him. You know, he likes everything, right? Larry, take this hot melted wax. Just shut up. Stop the screaming. Just enjoy it. Who remembers putting crayons in on the heaters? You know, I did. And they melt. Oh, I used to get crap for that. Larry Sky, the Target in Kodak is going to be. Oh yeah, the Target in. Well, I think that's more Sevierville than Target because it's next to the Ford dealership there. Rocky Top Ford's right next to it, so that'd be still be Sevierville. Curl experience in Orlando is a joke. Horrible waste of money. Well, now wait a minute. That's a contradiction because Arrow loves crayons, Crayola, and now you're telling me it's a waste of money. I'm starting to get concerned now. Larry, I love Crayolas. I hate rose art crayons. Huh? What's rose art? I don't know what that is. I didn't play with crayons that I could remember. Not, no, not that I could remember. Just wasn't my thing. Follow the arrows. Miss the old. I can't read that because there's a heart right there. Why is there a heart right there? Can I just get rid of that? Miss the old balloon attractions that were way back there. Yeah, a lot of stuff changes. Josh and Stacy, yeah, waste. We pay $15 for one crayon? What are you out of your mind? Well, they saw you coming. Harvey Fight, the art too. Those crayons are so waxy. They won't color on anything. You lost me there, Larry. Oh, I'm sorry. That's less. I never played with the crayon, so I don't know. I really don't. Rose art is a cheap knockoff crayon. Okay, now I'm educated. Terrell says it's the Wild Side Adventure Park. Okay, they have a new water park on Rena Street. They're putting the roof on it as we speak. Forget what it's called, Cascades Water something. It's right there on Rena Street. Can't miss it. Should be done in a couple of months. The way they're moving along. Joshie and Stacy, Ara got to create her own and name it. $15. Wow. I'm sorry. It's a waste of money. Dry Creek. We saw all that delivered before they came home for a bit. So you saw what I'm talking about on Rena Street? They got the roof. They got the walls up. It's some sort of water theme park. It's not very big, but it's, I guess, open to the public. Dry Creek. Yeah, okay. I was just by there yesterday. Went to the post office, pick up more stuff. Josh said, kids are a waste of. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. So raccoons. Oh, God. Last night I counted them when I fed them. 10 of them. 10 of them. All wanting movie. Preach, Joshy. Terrell. It's a UTV and mountain bike park. It's supposed to be one. Oh, I didn't hear about that. Barb Stewart. So nice to catch a live stream of yours. Enjoy your vlog. Thank you. Love your not so sappy and fake. Oh, thank you. No, I'm just me. I got no time to be sappy or fake. I don't sing, I don't dance. This is what I do. Imagine that. Talk about a waste of time for you guys. I just have fun going live with you. It's just something to do. It's like you're all sitting here anyway, right? You're all sitting around and we're just talking. That's what we do. Especially when we get together. Tommy D at 11. Tomorrow morning, we start our 12-hour drive back to hot Florida. Where in Florida? Enjoying the 50s one last night. Where in Florida? Did I miss it, or I'm just asking you to tell me again? Josh and Stace. I bet that bidet made you sing and dance. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Boca Raton. I've been there many times. That's a nice area. That's a nice area. Really is. A little expensive, but nice area. Bet the bidet made you sing and dance. It was definitely a in the early morning. If you decide to crank that bad boy up, you're wide awake. You may go in there like this, but you're going to be like that after you turn that water on. Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yes, sir. So next time you guys come on down, we'll have the bidet house warming party live on Vacation Station TV. You hear about the bank at Newport that was no? What happened? Dry Creek. When did this happen? Gary Retore, Jeff, I enjoy your lives even though you don't. I didn't say I didn't. I enjoy doing them. It gives me a chance to talk with you and just kind of tell you what's going on. Sometimes not a lot is going on, but if something's going on, I'm going to tell you about it. Let's see. What do you think about, if you keep up with the news, what do you think about the Haitian illegals that they're shipping over here? Because in Haiti, the place is completely out of control. Completely out of control. Did you know their self-proclaimed president in Haiti is his name? Do anybody want to take a chance? Anyone raise your hand? What is his name? You want to just type it in there? Let's see if any of you keep up with the news. What's the self-proclaimed President General Grand Poobah of Haiti? What is his name? Something Joshy loves to do. Barbecue. Not kidding you. That's his name. President Barbecue. And there's a reason why he has that name. He eats his prisoners. There's videos of him and his men eating pieces of their prisoners. They're butchering families, men, women, children with machetes, guns, anything they can to take over. And what's happening is they've asked us to step in for humanitarian reasons, and I can understand that. But they're shipping them over here along with all the others that are coming in, all the other illegals that are coming in. Now, it's like yes, I'm not kidding. Look it up. Spaceman Dudley, dipshits. Frog King Ty Tom, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, you got to look at the news and stuff. I still keep up with the news because I was a news director, so it's in my blood now. With a name like that, you can't be all that bad. Get to know him. Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because he's got an interesting name doesn't mean he's not eating people. What the hell? And bringing all their oh yeah. But you got to think about this. All these people that are coming in through the border and wherever else and by the way, the ones, the Haitians, they're flying them in at our expense, flying them in and taking them to the city of their request. along with the other ones down at the south border. They come in, they go, where do you want to go? I want to go to LA. I want to go here. I want to go there. We flip the tab for that. Then they get a welcome wagon happy bag. It's like a happy meal. They get a free Social Security card. They get a free driver's license. They get free benefits, free health care, and a monthly income at your expense. At your expense. Frog King saying, hello, Robin Neese. Hey, Frog King. What's up, Tom? Yeah, everybody say hello to Tom. Yeah, that's what's going on. Look, I didn't vote for him. And if anybody out there, I can't imagine anybody in this room is going to vote for this nutcase and his crew. I can't imagine. Because when, um, I'll finish the story and we'll go further from there. When I'm trying to weave the two of them together, the problem that's going on right now in LA, Chicago, and Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, houses are being invaded. Houses are being squatted on. If you leave your house for any length of time, let's say you take a vacation for a couple of weeks, you could come home and find people living in your house and you will not be able to get rid of them. It's true. Terrell, it makes me go to Mexico and come back illegally. We should all go over, crawl under the fence, a couple of scrapes on the back, and then we can get all this free stuff. And you can move into somebody's house illegally/legally. If you squat on a house, it could take up to 2 years to get the people out of there. 2 years at your cost. You pay the court fees. You pay for the filing. You pay for whatever damage they do in the interim. Imagine that. And this is all being done and allowed by the current administration. That's how I tied it all together. That this current administration is permitting this. So if you go out this November and you vote for this, don't be surprised when you go out to Target, or Weagle Weigels and come home and find 30 illegals, donkeys, chickens, and goats in your house. Good luck with getting rid of them. And don't say we didn't tell you. You got yours. There, tied it all together in one paragraph. Or they're allowing illegal. I was just getting to that. Now, as the pasty resistance, the pasty resistance, they can carry guns. Half of you can't carry guns, but they can carry guns. So now, when you come home and find a squatter in your house, you could be shot by that squatter. Where's the common sense in this? I know it is. You're right, Father. It's crazy, but I didn't put this nut in there. Somebody did. Somebody said, yeah, I like this guy. He makes sense to me. No, he doesn't. He's a common thief. Kevin Music. My wife and I are selling our house and buying a motorhome, moving down there to RV park full time somewhere. You have any? There's lots of places. A park you could have. It just jumped. Let me go back. Okay, right there. A park you could help me out getting a job. You can almost always find a job at the coaster. It's almost inevitable, and it's not bad money, and it's easy work. It really is easy work. You just go to the coaster, and I'll introduce you to somebody. You can immediately get work, and then if you want, you can move on from there. You're not obligated for anything, but if you need help, I'll get you help there. There's plenty of RV parks around here, long-term, short-term. You just have to look around. I particularly like the ones in Townsend. Those are really, really nice. They're quiet. They're safe. Wares Valley, Townsend, Walden's Creek, Wallen, all those places, you don't have to worry because everybody watches out for everybody. If they see any illegal looking activity, you call it whatever you want. You call it profiling. We watch and we don't care. And in fact, I called the cops yesterday. A ways from me, Robin, Denise, and Josh, you know where they built those new cabins away from where I am, way up on the hill. Guy's alarm went off. And I don't know. I don't know. I think there's one full timer up there, but I think the rest of those are rental cabs. So I called the sheriff's department, and they were out here in 5 minutes. Thank God, sheriff's department. They had the blue lights of love on, and they went right up there. And then I heard the alarm stop. Now I didn't hear anything else, and I'm not the nosy kind of neighbor. Go, what's going on? What's going on? I don't care. I just don't. If I hear an alarm, that tells me something's wrong. I don't want to know what's going on. I just want to know maybe I helped prevent something from happening, and that's what I did. I'm the Gladys Kravitz of this place. Why does this thing keep? It's me. It definitely is me. I see what I did. Okay. Let me catch up with you. Okay, I got through Kevin's. Zeke Smith, Basement Joe. Okay, yeah, the finest after talking about this. I'm mad. I don't blame you. I'm mad too. I'm licensed to carry. And a lot. One thing about Tennessee is there's a lot of guns here. So I don't think we have any illegals watching us. But just to let you know, we're watching you. And we know guns here. So I don't think we have any illegals watching us. But just to let you know, we're watching you. And we know where you are, and we're going to follow you around, and then we're going to tickle you. We're going to make you use the bidet. Follow the arrows. The world is upside down. You're right. There's something wrong. Something really wrong. Dry Creek, and I will. Yes, I know you will. That's why I just wait for you to do it. Harvey Five. They'd rather vote for him because Trump has balls and hurts their little feelings. Yes, it's true. We can't hurt Muffy and Buffy's feelings. You know how it is. You just know we're not supposed to yell at our children or discipline them. We're supposed to let them get away with murder and then bail them out. Follow the arrows. We weren't part of the alleged 81 million that put that nut in either. No, I know. I can't believe the amount of money they piss away and give to people, and they don't give it to us. Then not me, but our people that need it, the people that are really hurting. They give it to people that crawl under a fence, scrape their backs on a fence, and then we give them everything for free while people around here working their asses off just to pay their rent. I sure hope those people woke up. No, Gary, there's a generation of absolutely brain dead people that have no clue about life at all. They've been coddled and cared for by mommy, maybe no daddy, maybe a mommy. They've been given everything and they don't know how to work. And I've said it before, when the lights go out, we eat them first because they're useless to us in the dark. They won't know. They don't even know how to light a fire. They don't even know how to build a fire. We eat them. We build the fire. We throw them on it. Then you can call Joshy Barbecue, Master Barbecue. Guess who's coming to dinner? Shirley Shawhan, Harvey Five, exactly. Me too. I'm voting, and that's fine. I'm glad you're not going the other way because there's already going to be enough shenanigans. You know it, and I know it. This thing, it all looks good for Trump. It all looks good. That's when you need to really wake up and open your eyes. They're not going to let this thing go by easily. There's going to be something. There's going to be a wrench in the machine. You'll see. It always works out that way. Dry Creek. Yeah, I know what we're talking about. Hey, Shirley. Shirley Shawhan, the Dry Creek. Oh, care. Kevin says, thanks for the info. I will look you up when we get there. Anytime. Just let me. Make sure you go see Miss Marie at the new store, Pigeon Forge Traders. And you can also go to Goats on the Roof. They had 4 new babies there, 4 brand new little tiny little babies. They're so adorable. Terrell, what gets to me is he's a senile being charged enough to run the country. Yeah, that could change soon. I think they're going to have to make a move because they can't allow this guy to run because if there is no debate, people are going to go, why? What is it you're afraid of? Because he can't debate. They could jack him up with all the amphetamines and he's not there anymore. Harvey Fire, I read comments on social media from these Trump haters. I cannot imagine being that ignorant about life. It's scary how stupid people are. Yes, it is. Leslie, it's very scary. And these are the people that will be running the country in 5 and 10 years. Could you imagine what it's going to look like? Everybody will be wearing gray, right? We'll be wearing uniforms, gray, and we'll be doing the goose step down Pigeon Forge, down Parkway. And that'll make them happy too. Everybody will have rainbow hair. Everybody will be with everybody. In order for you to get along, you're going to have to be a male, female, she-male, neutral, whatever. Joshy's all for it. He's already all dressed up. Surely. Oh, hell no. I'm 64 years old. I lived for 4 years seeing all the bullshit that's going on. And it's out. It is. Surely it's out of control. It is out of control. And we allowed that to happen. We allowed that to happen. We don't stand up anymore. Nobody wants to fight back. That's because we're too dazed and confused, and we're too happy in our cloistered little lives, and nobody wants to do anything. It's going to take people to get together and say, all right, we got to do something here. We got to make them understand that we don't want this anymore. And you've got to be loud. You got to talk to your congressman and your local people and say, we will not tolerate this anymore. Don't cave into these nutcases. We have to run. Have a great night. Thank you much, follow. I appreciate that. Ray's on the road. Hey, we love your videos. We're new to vlogging in the Smokies, and your channel we watch for one. Well, thank you, Ray's on the road. Thank you much. I don't know if I can't remember seeing. Is that the name of the channel, Ray's on the Road? I'll check it out, and I'll let you know that I checked it out. And thank you for joining us here. I appreciate that. Ray's on the Road. Check them out. If you get a chance, go and let them know that you saw them here on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway, and and you become part of their family. That's how we do it here. Larry says, I can't even walk without tripping. I know. There's something wrong there, and everyone's too afraid to say anything, except like here and other places, other platforms, but never to his face or never to the people that could say, the 25th Amendment is right here. All you got to do is invoke it. That's all you got to do. But then look at what you're going to get, okay? You move him out of the way, and then you got that laughing, cackling chicken. But of course, she would lose. So you'd have to move her out of the way and say, no, we don't need you. You get out of the picture. Let's pull someone else in. Terrell says, my wife works with people with dementia and current yeah, he shows all the signs. Absolutely. Yes, he does show all the signs. Frog King, how long would it take Joshy to do his hair in a multicolored? Oh, if he did a multicolored, you might see him in a week to 10 days. It's got to be just right. Sometimes you have to feel pretty. Right, Joshy? Gary Chandler, amen, bro. No problem. Thank you. Dry Creek, they're laughing. Ray's on the Road. Yes, no problem. Ray's on the Road. People check that out. Check out their site. I will do it after I get off here, and I'll make a comment to you, and I'll watch some. How many videos you have, guys? Are you really, really new, or you've been at it for a while? I'll check them out. What did I just miss? Right there. Joshy, my hair takes only a couple of months, Tim. How dare you bring my hair into this? Your hair is fair game, my friend. He's the only one I know that can go through a Category 5 hurricane and not one hair moves out of place. The hair on my back is waving in the wind like a flag. and his is perfect. Dry Creek, yeah. Frog King. Sorry. No, don't be sorry. You spoke the truth. Joshy, just let the healing begin. I wake up like this. I don't doubt that. I definitely don't doubt that. Drake, jeez. Wait your turn, Drake. Oh, God. Dry Creek jerk. See? Now we start. Terrell, Ray's on the road. I did see your old mill breakfast video the other day. See, I didn't see that because I don't get a lot of time to scroll through. Usually in the morning, I get up now 7:30ish in the morning. I do sometimes go back to bed after a couple of hours, but I get up and I've been watching. I don't know if you get this on your YouTube, but I guess you could if you look for it. These court proceedings from all over the place, from Ohio, from Texas, and Detroit, California, all these different judges and the wackos that come into court. And it's amazing how entitled some people think they are and how disrespectful they are in court. And they think they can get away with it, but what happens? That gavel comes down, and these jerk offs, they go right to jail. Some of these judges just cuff them, take them out, contempt, 180 days. And why, judge? I wasn't breastfed. All that bullshit that they tell you. All this stuff. Oh, now you're crying, Karen. Daryl, now you're crying, right? Ken, now you're crying. You came in, you're all puffed up like I am somebody. No, you're not. You're nobody, just like I'm nobody. I'm just me. And you're just you. You don't get any other rights than that. Tommy D811, Jeff, will you be a Trump? No, I would never enter politics. Never, ever, 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 ever. I don't play well in the sandbox, so that wouldn't do well for me. And I wouldn't get along, and I don't sell my soul. So all those three things I said, I wouldn't make a very good politician. Could never compromise my beliefs, no matter how much money, because in the end, you got to answer for all that. And that ain't going to happen. The Harvey, sorry. All right. Rob, Denise is coming on. You see, he's so twisted. He thinks when she calls him a jerk that she's, hey, baby, where you been all my life? Have you tried the new bidet? It's got 3 speeds, low, medium, and who needs a man? Ray's on the road. We're really new. We've only been out a couple of weeks, so you are new at it. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the weird world of YouTube. We've been a long time fan. Thank you. Other area channels, we finally decided to take the plunge. Really wasn't a big plunge when you get right down to it. It was scary at first, but then you go, this is all they do. This is all they do. You look good, but you'd look better on a bun. Making our own videos. Good for you. Congratulations. Be you. Don't be the other YouTubers. It's the only advice I'm going to give you. Don't be the other YouTubers. Be you. Find a niche or a niche, whichever one you want to be. Find something. Work it. Work it, baby. Work it. And then it'll be yours. You can call it your own. Think really outside the box. And you could be successful. Dry Creek, that's gross as hell. I know. I'm going to have nightmares all night now, Denise. All night. Thinking of Joshy doing the Fandango with some out-of-work software salesman. Oh, no. Josh said, I think eventually being, yeah, I don't think you would do good at that. You would hate yourself by the time you finish there. I don't recommend. Susan Ann, that's my sister. Hey, bro, how you feeling? I'm doing good. Have you heard from Tommy White? And no, I haven't heard. Anybody heard from Tommy? He's been working a lot. That's the last time I heard. He's still at the Grand Ole Opry. Tommy White, musician profundo extraordinaire. He's probably on stage right now at the Grand Ole Opry, most likely. Spaceman Dudley. Jeff, y'all have a great night. Thank you, Spaceman. I'm glad you're doing all right. We'll see you again really soon. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. So, speaking of my sister, Susan, I know where you live, and in your area, are you having any issues with the MS-13 and the other whack jobs, the crazy nut browns? Dry Creek Beard Care. Yes, Susan. Susan is a lot like, and Denise is a lot like Susan. They're Peas in a pod. I think that's why I get along with Denise so well. Not at all. Okay. Because there were a lot of stories coming out of where you used to live in Lake Ronkonkoma. See, I could say that because you're not there anymore. Big time problems with MS-13 out there. Big time. Gang, Deer Park. Big gang problems in Deer Park. So it's. Oh, wait. What else? I was just going to say the world is coming to an end. I forgot. April 8th, the world is coming to an end. Right? We got the solar eclipse. Are you all ready for that? Because on YouTube and TikTok, they're telling you need to prep for that. Yes. And now they're saying they're arresting preppers. That's funny. I was just at Walmart and I saw people prepping. I didn't see any cops arresting anybody. I seen people getting lanterns and flashlights. And, they do this all the time. Remember Y2K? Remember that? And that means we're both great. No. No. Moose Bear, Jeff. You seen the yellow bus lately? Yeah, I see it all the time. I see it a lot. I see those two. You mean the Orca twins? Yeah, the Orca twins. Harvey 5. And we're in Ohio, which means we're even more cursed. Yeah. Great. Dry Creek. It's on Rob's birthday. Oh, no. Happy birthday, Rob? I don't know. Got the solar eclipse, and it's supposed to plunge us into 3 days of darkness and looting and pillaging and power outages and all sorts of things. So they're telling you to prep. They're telling you to buy all this stuff. Do you remember this happened back if you were around in 2000, Y2K? Remember Y2K? I think you do, right? People were freaking out. Water, you couldn't find water. People were storing gas everywhere they could find it because they're saying, well, be out of gas, you won't be able to go anywhere. And they're storing canned goods. And at the time, I had the radio stations. Susan, you remember this? Y2K? They said at midnight, 50, and it clicked into 2000, everything was going to go dark. Everybody's computer would stop. Everything would stop. Traffic would come to stop. Airlines would fall out of the sky. And this was a big deal. And it was, the media is the one that hyped it up to the point where people were in a panic. And I remember we had on there, I don't want to lose any of you guys in the 70s, New York City, very scary. Dry Creek, see, I told you, John. The Orca twins. Yeah, the Orca twins. You know who I'm talking. I don't have to go further than that, right? The Orca twins. Unbelievable. I'll finish my story, but did you see the latest video where Orca number 2 is trying to eat a plank of fish? It looked like, and I hope nobody out there, it looked like somebody that either had Tourette's or palsy or something was trying to get a piece of fish out of a plank of fish. How hard is it to take your fork and just take a little piece, poke it, and put it in your mouth? Look, 3 moves. Lay it down, right? Fork down, slide, crack a piece off, stick, put in mouth. Instead, it was 2 hands peeling this up, and the fish was completely obliterated. It looked like a bomb went off on it. And then she, how these idiots eat. Huh? Huh? Like a dog whistle going on. I'm getting closer to the screen and go, what the F, WTF am I looking at? That's what I'm trying to tell those new people. Oh, God. I got to get their name in my head. I'll get it. God, I'm sorry I missed all you two. Rays on the Road. Please don't fall into that group of people, or you'll find yourself on Reddit. All right, follow me. If you don't know what Reddit is, that's one of the many, 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 many spoof channels that if you get on there, you never get off. Look, I mean, I made it on there once. Maybe twice, but I don't know. The guy just didn't like me, but that's all right. I didn't like him either. He's not on my Christmas list. Let me see where I left off. Yeah, the yellow bus. He passes by me many times in Wares Valley. I always find them going to places that I go to. I think they watch all of our channels and then decide to go to different places. If you've noticed, he mimics Carpetbagger and Adam the Woo, the hand gestures. You know, I can't do it because I don't have the same crappy camera, but the gestures and the language. Hi, folks. Today we're gonna go. He's just copying. He's Stunad. Anyway, so let me get back to what I was saying. Shirley says, I remember that everyone was so scared. Remember that, Shirley? Y2K? People were freaking out. They were buying everything. And let me pick up right where I left off. This is when I had the 2 radio stations, and I was carrying, one of them was News Talk, the other was music. On the News Talk, we had a character called Chuck Harder. Chuck, Harder, Chuck Harder. I think he's passed on since. And he did a show a lot earlier than Alex Jones did. This is years before Alex Jones. And he fell into this niche. He was up in White Springs, Florida, which is a really pretty place. I went to a studio. And he started selling prepping goods, survival gear to everybody on the radio. He made millions of dollars selling, everything, from a small package to save you for 24 hours or for 6 months. And your whole family, you could buy one for your family, one for your neighbor, one for your friend. And all it really was surplus MREs, surplus Army stuff he picked up for pennies on the dollar and would resell. And people were buying all this crap. They would go to the grocery stores. They'd go to Walmart. They'd wipe out the batteries, wipe out the flashlights. They were, like I said, getting gasoline and diesel. And they were building shelters because the lights were going to go out. My feeling is, if the lights all went out, what are you going to do? I mean, you may have food for a few months. Then what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? There won't be anything left at Walmart. There won't be anything left at Kroger. There won't going to be anything left at Publix. So if you're a woke person, you don't even know how to plant a potato. So basically, you're prolonging your own death, because once the food runs out, you're done. You're done, Sparky. Cupcake, you're done. So get it over with now. Throw yourself in front of a bus. Do us all a favor, and then we'll just cook you up and eat you. RV5. What did I miss on this one? Oh God, like a preschooler. Yes. Anybody who's watched your channel, there's something wrong with both of them. They're not all there. There's something wrong, and they're called grifters for a reason, and shysters and charlatans, all that nonsense, because they prey on people like you, good people, and they grift money from them. These people haven't worked a good day in their life. The one guy worked at Walmart. Well, he's not there anymore, so much of his pension, he lied years ago, said that she was an inspector for cabins. She cleaned cabins. She inspected dirt. That's what she did. Frog King. Fish is very, very tough to cut. I know. You need a chainsaw. Right? Look at the video. It's one of the most recent ones. And people look at it because it's a train wreck. There's nothing there that's serious. There's nothing there that the content isn't worth anything. It's just a train wreck. Susan, oh my God, the Orca twins. Yes, they are the Orca twins. Just cut it. Just cut it. I can see you screaming that out too. I don't have a utensil here, but I think I brought it up the other day. Now, you thought she ate like a preschooler. Have you seen how he holds a knife? Most of us, I have to make a makeshift knife, but you take a knife and you cut, right? I'm holding it most likely properly, right? You cut. No, his is like this. That's how and this is the fork, and he does this. And I go, what the hell is he doing? And I blink my eyes and I'm going, this idiot drives a car. I hope they're not having kids. This is not going to be good. So, Larry says, Jeff, you and Leslie are the twins. Yeah. Oh, I yell at the TV all the time. Marie thinks it's funny because I see stupid things. I'm going so off track now because all this stuff comes into my head. How many of you get Samsung TV? How many of you, raise your hands? Do you get Samsung TV? Do you have a Samsung? Do you get that channel? They have a lot of cool stuff on there. So if I'm going to watch TV, I go to that. I bought a new Kodi box, but I haven't figured it out yet. It's really weird. There's a lot of things you got to do, and I have to be in the right frame of mind. Anyway, I noticed the commercials. Have you noticed these commercials? Anybody out there? I'm going to try to cruise down. Jimbo's cruising. Sorry. Hey, everyone. So after the lights go out, everyone is going to be gone. I'm still here after that. Well, yeah, but for how long? You can't put enough food away forever. You maybe get it for a couple of years. You know, if you have a really good sized warehouse, maybe 5 or 10 years. That is if nobody finds out about it and they steal it from you. Because as soon as the lights go out and you're the only one that fires up their generator, whose door you think they're going to kick down when they see that light go on? Yours. I don't know. Jeff is my spirit. Thank you. Jimbo's cruising. The last, yes, that's it. Don't forget. The 8th, it's all over anyway. So you better stock up on Twinkies and Slim Jims. Ray's on the road. I know. We've seen so many of those videos. They're hilarious, aren't they? Aren't they? They got you in a panic. They got you in a panic, and I don't understand why people fall for that crap. I mean, look, they had the Royals. They had Kate Middleton and what's his name? King Charles. They were dead, or they were abducted, or they were abducted by aliens, or they were abducted by another fraction of people, or they're just missing. And really turned out nothing. She's out. He's fine. And all this stuff is, we have the latest. No, you don't. It's all bullshit. It's all lies. Don't believe everything you see on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, because it's not what you think it is. I didn't go anywhere. I'm right here. Or maybe the lights went out. It's a train wreck. Riveting content. Yeah, Jimbo's cruising. And Fawn has no say. So no, she doesn't have a brain. Her brain is fried, just like her sister's. The Stoker sister. Hey man, you got a cookie? Oh man, that's good stuff. Susan, yes, me. Oh, Gary with 2 R. Janice Walker. Hey, Jeff and Marie. Hope you're doing. Yes, we are, Janice. Doing excellent. Gary Chandler. You are such a smart ass that I am. Janice Walker. Kate has cancer. It was said. Yeah, I heard that too. That she had cancer, and I don't know how bad it is. That's what she went in for, an operation on her stomach or the bowel area, and then they discovered cancer. But the same thing with Charles. He has pancreatic cancer, allegedly. So I don't know. Stop talking negative. You're putting it out there. And Kate and Charles do have cancer. Yes, I'm not talking negative. I'm telling you the facts. I'm telling you what is the truth. Frog King. Denise still doesn't know. She almost died at the Buc-ee's at 8. Yeah, that's right. They almost died. I saw the video. They almost died. John Esper reminds me of the old Twilight Zone episode when the aliens control electricity. Yes. So no, that's an old black and whiter too. That's what that was. What else is supposed to happen? So we had now on the eclipse, the aliens are supposed to invade. That's one of the last ones I saw a couple of days ago. That's when they're supposed to come down and rise up out of the ground and take over the world. So we'll all meet at Buc-ee's and have some Buc-ee nuts. Nothing like a heaping, helping hand of Buc-ee's nuts. That's what I'm looking for. David C. Perkins. Hello, Jeff. When I get abducted by the alien, I'm going to do a YouTube video. Yes, that'll go viral, wouldn't it? Me too. Especially that ungodly anal probe. Right? Right. John Esper, the song reminds me of an old Twilight with H-bomb. Yes, was ready to drop on only one neighbor. Yes, Yes. Had the bomb shelter. I remember. I used to watch them all the time. What, Susan? What? That's my sister. My voice of reason. Mike Hillis. Hey, hello from Mike and Sally. Hi, Mike and Sally. Pleasure to meet you. You're new to me, and I'm glad you're here in the show tonight. Thank you. We're just talking about anything and everything. There's no rhyme or reason to these shows. I just open up the microphone, turn on the camera, and go where it goes. I don't script it. It would be stupid for me to script it because I never stayed on script in radio, never stayed on script in TV. I just go what happens. I'm still trying to figure out how to. I don't have a unit, but I have a whole bunch of my old TV show videos on VHS. I dubbed them down from 3/4 and 2-inch tapes down to VHS as test tapes, and I still have some of those test tapes. I don't even know where the 3/4 inch and 2-inch tapes are. I have no idea. They're left at one of my ex's houses. I don't know exactly where. Thank you much, Mike. I appreciate it. You probably would have loved my TV shows, Dockside Dining, and that was a lot of fun, and The Great Outdoors. And that was done back in the early 80s, long before anyone else was doing it. I was scuba diving in Florida at the time and going down all the rivers and the lakes and the Gulf of Mexico and stuff. I was thinner, younger, and a hell of a lot better looking. I'm so old. But I have two bidets. Squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. I highly recommend it, by the way. If you haven't gotten, I don't know if you saw them on TikTok or you ever thought about it, worth every penny. John Esper's sister Brand. Yeah, she's fried. She's a stoner. She's a serious stoner. But yeah, I highly recommend. And took at most 15 minutes to install. At most. Each. 15 minutes each. There was everything was in the box. Everything, including the tools. The piping, the tools, even the pipe dope tape. They gave me the pipe dope tape. And it was under $30. If you go to eBay and look under Lux, Luxe, and there's all different models, under $30. I highly recommend it. Janet Porter, how are you? I'm doing fine, Janet. John Esper, Northwestern Ohio is going to be a travel attraction. They just got done having, F3 tornadoes in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's why another reason when you move to a place, you need to find out what the weather is. If you're going to move to Alabama, you better know where you're moving to in Alabama. That's a tornado alley up there. You better make sure you know where it is. You're not going to have something one day. Well worth investigating. Tommy D811. Best $30 I've ever spent bidet. There you go. You have one? Susan Ann. List you, Jeff. Good night. List me or love me. Good night, Susan. Jimbo's cruising April 3rd, 5th. Will be the onslaught of high school softball teams headed to Gatlinburg for the tournament. Are you guys going to do anything up at the Cal Ripken Stadium, or what would you call that complex? David C. Perkins, how are you? Good to see you. Yes, I got a bidet. Whatever you call that's it, bidet. You got and you whatever you call it, better than a car wash. Funny you should say that because on mine it has low, medium, car wash. The other one has power wash. Terrell. Oh God! When we were there, I hope to make it to Chattahoochee. Yeah, you got to go to Chattahoochee or Chattanooga. You got to go there. Jimbo's cruising. Not sure yet. Terrell, hoping I have my new camera. But what are you getting? What are you getting? You getting a GoPro, or are you getting a DSLR? Moose Bear. Jeff, you're not doing a live chat in a walk-in closet like Orchid. No, I'm on my third floor. I call it the library. The library, because I do have a lot of books. See, look, I'll quickly show you. There's some of my books. I got another TV over there, just like there's a TV here. And there's more books over there. More books. A lot of these are collector books. And then there's downstairs. That's the living room downstairs. And then this is the loft. This is actually the roof of the house right up here. And this is kind of like my place that I escaped to. It's nice and quiet. And I got a chair over here, an easy chair, it reclines. Rob, there's the stuff I was talking about. Needs to be hooked up. And that one of my viewers made for me. Got two of them, Vacation Station TV. But there, so you kind of see where I am. There's a couch here, another leather couch here. There's one downstairs. That's where I sit my big butt. There, so you kind of get an idea where I am. Oh, figured I'd show you that. I don't know why, but I did. Dry Creek Beard Cow, quiet until we all heard there. Yeah, when you guys get all here, it's crazy. It is crazy here. That's okay. I look forward to it. I'll bring this up just a hair. So what are we talking about? The lights going out. What are we going to do with the wackos when the lights go out? They don't, like I said, they don't know how to make a fire. They don't know how to use weapons. So I think we should probably boil them up, put them in Tupperware. What do you think? Ray's on the road. A lot of YouTubers going to cruise videos use them. Yeah, I know. I try. In fact, I never. I don't copy anybody. I don't want to. I don't care to. And anything anyone else is doing is not to my interest. I don't do this for a living like many of the YouTubers, and God bless them for what they do. I have no problem with that. But they all need to stop thinking alike like lemmings. They all need to make the great leap out of the Middle Ages and start to do their own thing, something unique and different. It doesn't, just because we're in the Smokies, you don't have to keep all visiting the same crappy places over and over again. Do something completely different. Think outside the box. Oh, David C. Perry say, hello, Rob and Denise. Hope you're all doing good tonight. I think they're doing all right. I think they're doing fine. It's still raining, if you can hear that. Yeah. Camera's not focusing real good. I think next time I need to Windex it. It doesn't look dusty. Maybe it does. Maybe it was a little dusty. Dry Creek, Beard Care. Hey, David, we're good. Hope you are too. It's a little bit clearer. Thank God for that. I don't know. Tomorrow, now I got to think about what I'm going to do. Miss Marie will be gone. I could work in the dungeon. I could do it. At least it's in the house. I got things I got to do down there. Got to put up new chains. Miss Marie pulled those out of the wall. Big Burn. How are you, Chris? How are you? Hello, Jeff. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to catch you live. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you being there. Chris is a follower of us. Big Burn's been around for a long time watching this channel. He's a great guy. Great guy. Glad to see you here. I'll tell Miss Marie you were on. Terrell said Vacation Station looking at getting a Canon R8 and R7. I've seen the R8 and the R7, I think. Those are nice cameras. So it's a DSLR. Very good. I don't know enough about them to really talk about them, but you should be able to get some good videos. Need a good tripod, or make sure you have a good. You could use a gimbal, but it might be a little heavy. See, a lot of times people have these DSLRs, and then they get a cheapy gimbal, and it can't hold it. So the servo motors work too hard, so the thing they burn out quick. If you're going to get a gimbal, get a good gimbal that can hold, and it'll tell you in the write-up what it can handle, and follow what they do, because some of these can only handle a phone, an iPhone. They're only good for these type of phones that aren't too weighty, but a DSLR weighs a couple of pounds, so you want to make sure these servos can handle that. Otherwise, you're going to be buying a lot of them. A lot. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what else to talk about. I hear the raccoons out there. I probably should feed them. I want to thank you all for being on the show tonight. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. I appreciate that. I would. And tell your friends about it. Share it. There's a share button over there. Share it with some friends. Jake Thomas says, I enjoy the, especially when you go to my favorite part of Gatlinburg, the quiet end. Yes. Trail says, I have a lot of lenses for the, okay, motorized gimbal will not hold the weight. Yeah, that's usually what happens. People get an extra lens and it pulls that thing right down. So just get a stable, good tripod and deal with it. Larry Harvey, always enjoy it. Thank you much, Larry. And Leslie, thank you so much. Have a great night. All of you have a great night. Thank you for joining me tonight. And yes, I will see you all very, very soon.